Touring the world's most outrageously expensive yachts, worth 9 billion, ever dreamed of living in a floating palace? A home so luxurious, it makes a five-star hotel look like a hostel. Welcome to the world of mega yachts, where reality mimics fantasy. These aren't just boats. They're symbols of ultimate wealth, playgrounds for the super rich, and engineering marvels that defy belief. Ready to dive into a world of opulence and extravagance? Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let's set sail together on a journey through the most incredible yachts on the planet. Trust us, your jaw will drop. Today, we dive deep into the extravagant lifestyle of the super rich, with a vessel that's more like a floating city than a boat. Get ready to have your mind blown as we explore the Lionheart, a yacht so opulent it's almost sinful. Alright, so you've seen the outside, right? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because the inside is where things get interesting. We're talking swimming pools that are bigger than your first apartment, gyms that would make Arnold Schwarzenegger blush, and home theaters that make your local IMAX look like a cardboard box. I mean, can you imagine having a movie night on a yacht? It's like having your own personal drive-in theater, but instead of bugs, you've got dolphins. And popcorn? Well, let's just say it probably comes with truffle oil. But here's the kicker. These yachts aren't just cookie-cutter copies of each other. Oh no. These billionaires have more money than sense. So they're like, I want a gold-plated toilet, a personal submarine, and a petting zoo for my llamas. And guess what? They get it. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the world of mega yachts. We've explored the mind-boggling costs, the over-the-top luxury, and the extravagant lifestyles that come with owning one of these floating palaces. It's a world of excess, where imagination meets reality in the most opulent way possible. But who exactly is splashing out on these floating mansions? Let's talk about some of the big players. Tech titans like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates have their own aquatic empires. Even celebrities like Beyoncé and Jay-Z have joined the yacht club. These vessels are not just toys for the rich. They're symbols of their success and power. It's a world where money is truly no object, and the sky, or in this case the sea, is the limit. From Russian oligarchs to Middle Eastern royalty, the list of mega yacht owners reads like a who's who of the global elite. These vessels are more than just boats. They're status symbols, floating art galleries, and mobile party venues. But as we've seen, there's a price to pay for such opulence. Not just in terms of dollars and cents, but also in terms of the environmental impact and the growing gap between the rich and the rest of us. But these yachts are more than just status symbols. They're also a reflection of our society. They raise questions about wealth inequality, consumerism, and the lengths we'll go to for luxury. Want more yacht envy? Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing videos. We'll take you on a virtual tour of the most extravagant vessels on the planet, from the smallest super yacht to the biggest, baddest boats on the water. Let's dive deeper into the world of luxury together. So while struggling to afford that avocado toast, these folks are chilling on their yachts, sipping champagne, and petting their llamas. I know it's a tough life, right? But hey, at least we can live vicariously through them. Imagine waking up every morning to the sound of waves lapping at your yacht instead of your alarm clock. You're having breakfast while looking out at a horizon that stretches for miles. And instead of commuting to work, you're taking a helicopter from your yacht to your private island. It's a whole different world, let me tell you. While we're here worrying about the price of gas going up, these folks are probably deciding which flavor of caviar to serve with their lobster dinner. It's a harsh reality, I know. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. And in this case, the silver lining is all the amazing yacht videos we get to watch. So, let's raise a glass of virtual champagne, of course, to these modern-day pirates of the high seas. And guess who else is living the high life? Celebrities. That's right. Your favorite stars are trading in their mansions for mansions that float. We're talking about A-listers, the kind of people who have personal stylists for their yachts. Can you imagine having to pick out the perfect shade of blue for your yacht's carpet? It's a hard knock life. Alright, so we've established that these yachts are basically floating palaces. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price tag. I mean, these things cost more than your entire extended family combined, and that's being generous. Seriously, you could buy a small country with the money these yachts cost. I'm pretty sure some of these yachts are worth more than the GDP of some, less fortunate nations. It's like buying a car and paying for it in gold bars. But let's talk about the creme de la creme of yachts, the History Supreme as an example. Now this bad boy is so expensive, it makes Scrooge McDuck look like a broke college student. They used solid gold to decorate this thing. Solid gold. I mean, can you imagine brushing your teeth with a gold-plated toothbrush while you're on a gold-plated toilet? It's like living in a real-life Willy Wonka factory, but instead of chocolate, it's gold. And don't think for a second that these yachts are just toys for the rich. These things actually create jobs. People need to build them, maintain them, and even clean them. Imagine being the guy whose job it is to dust a gold-plated toilet. That's got to be a conversation starter at parties. So, while it's easy to hate on the super rich, it's kind of like hating on your favorite TV show, because you're jealous of the actors. It's a bit petty, don't you think? I mean, we could all use a little yacht money, right? But until that day comes, let's appreciate the craftsmanship, the engineering, and the sheer audacity of these floating mansions. After all, it takes a special kind of person to spend millions on a boat. Or maybe they're just good at math. Either way, it's a fascinating world, and we're just along for the ride. So, what's it like to live in a floating palace? Well, imagine waking up every morning to a view that would make a postcard jealous. You've got your own private chef, a personal trainer, and a staff of people whose sole job is to make sure you never have to lift a finger. It's like being on a permanent vacation, but with better accommodation. But with great wealth comes great responsibility to protect yourself from the world. These yachts are like fortresses on water. There are more security cameras on one of these things than a government building. And don't even get me started on the bodyguards. It's like having your own personal army, but instead of guns, they're carrying towels and sunscreen. Now, we can't talk about mega yachts without addressing the elephant in the room, the whole wealth inequality thing. While these yachts are undeniably impressive, it's hard to ignore the fact that some people have more money than they could ever spend, while others are struggling to make ends meet. It's a bit like watching a reality TV show where the stakes are way too high. But hey, who are we to judge? If you had the money, wouldn't you want to live on a floating palace too? Just kidding, kind of. At the end of the day, these yachts are a fascinating glimpse into a world most of us will never experience. So let's just enjoy the ride. And maybe, just maybe, dream a little bigger. And always remember to give the author of this channel a thumbs up and subscribe. So there you have it, folks, the world of mega yachts. It's a place where reality takes a backseat to fantasy, and money is basically confetti. These floating palaces are more than just boats. They're status symbols, engineering marvels, and a whole lot of wow. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'll never own one of those. And you're probably right. But hey, dreaming is free. So why not envision yourself sipping champagne on your own private yacht with your devoted team of dolphin trainers and underwater chefs? Just using that click to like and subscribe might one day bring your imagination to life. Cheers to dreaming big, and maybe, just maybe, winning the lottery. Until next time, boat lovers. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the world of mega yachts. We've explored the mind-boggling costs, the over-the-top luxury, and the extravagant lifestyles that come with owning one of these floating palaces. It's a world of excess, where imagination meets reality in the most opulent way possible. But these yachts are more than just status symbols. They're also a reflection of our society. They raise questions about wealth inequality, consumerism, and the lengths we'll go to for luxury. So, what do you think? Are you dreaming of life on the high seas? Or do you prefer your feet firmly planted on solid ground? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing content.